This step is basically just a pre-check. We want to make sure all the components and functions of the conveyor are operating correctly before we start to convey product. Once you've double checked that all your signal and supply tubing is hooked up to the control box in the pump, you can then hook up your main air line. Main air is usually a 1-inch or half-inch barbed connection. For this setup here, we've actually replaced one of the barbed fittings with a quick connect fitting. Once all that is hooked up and ready to go, you'll need to start your PIAB now. There are a couple different control boxes that can be supplied with the PIAB unit. This particular one here is our CU control box, and this one here is the PPT-RS. So depending which one you have will actually determine how you turn the box off and on. For the CU, you can use the knob here on the side, and you just switch it to position 1. If you have a remote on-off valve, which I do have here hooked up, you can push the knob in to start the cycling. With the PPT, it's the same thing with the push button. You just pull it out to start the conveying cycle, and then you can push it back in to stop everything. For this process, I'm going to use this remote on-off. So basically this can be mounted wherever you want. If you have our PIAB up in the air, feeding a tank, you can have this remote valve down at flow level so you can control when the control starts and stops without having to climb up to the PIAB to physically turn the box on and off here. So we'll start the conveyor up, and then we'll check to make sure that everything is working correctly. What we really want to key in on is that the pump starts, the air shock back pulses, and the flap opens and closes correctly. So those are our first few pre-checks that we'll go through. So we can start the PIAB via the on-off knob. So you can hear the pump starts. Air shock back pulses, that's the pop, and our flap opens. So you can tell the flap is open or closed based on this indicator key. Horizontal means the flap is closed, and vertical means that the flap is opened. So once everything is checked out, you can shut the PIAB off, and we can move on to the